What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy Hella in the house. We're gonna talk about running form. So I've been running every day for the last 1,728 consecutive days. Today when we're shooting, I've learned throughout my experience how to make my body better mechanic wise, running form, and picking up tips from elite and even friend runners. So there's not gonna be a perfect running form, but there is a way to make your body more efficient, more relaxed, and the most important part is whatever you're comfortable with. So don't think that there's this beautiful, perfect running form, because I've seen myself, even with elites, some of them have what's beautiful to the eyes, like, whoa, this is like so calming. Some of them, it doesn't look like that, but they're moving comfortably. But one thing that they all have in common, their body are relaxed. So hopefully these tips I'm about to share with you that help me can help you be a better runner in terms of form and mechanic, that can make you feel your best within what you can do for yourself, just yourself, not what anyone else think or what anyone else feel about you. As long as you're feeling good, you're moving efficiently, you're relaxed, and you're not as injury prone. So let's get straight to it. Tip number one, relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. I catch myself doing it all the time when I'm running. You get stiff. You don't want to be stiff. Just let it bounce, like let it drop, like it's almost jelly. There's nothing there. You want to relax your shoulder. That's tip number one when you're running. Relax your shoulder. Tip number two, engage your core. When I mean engage your core, it doesn't mean you gotta be like, so the best way to do that is, the technique that I learned that works the best is like a little cough. Be like, you know when you do like, perfect, like, your stomach tightens just slightly, because now you can breathe, you can move. You don't wanna be like, like something is uncomfortable. So a little cough, that's it. And I feel the tightness. And try to remind that feeling for yourself, because eventually it's gonna become second nature. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't focus on it, just automatic. Tip number three, slightly lean forward. So what I mean by that is just lean forward. See, your toes, or you're on your toes a little bit, and also your heels are up. So if I'm here, okay, I'm just leaning forward. I'm just gonna catch myself before I fall. See that when I'm leaning forward too, my body is still upright. So when I say upright, people think sometimes I mean like stand up like a robot upright. No, because if you lean forward, so look at my hands, you lean forward, right? But you can also hunch your upper back, and you can hunch at your waist. So if I'm leaning, I can also lean like this. So when you say lean forward, you don't want to lean like that. You want to be upright leaning forward. So you're leaning, but you're upright at the same time. That means there's no bend at the waist, there's no bend at the upper back. You are just leaning forward in a way where your body gets propelled forward. So tip number three, lean forward. Okay, heels are off the ground. See that? Ooh, I thought I'm about to run into a running form. Tip number four, look ahead, like I'm looking at you guys. Don't look down. That's actually a strand on the back. Sometimes when I look down, especially during the transcontinental run across America, I'd be so tired, I'm like this, and then I'll get to the RV, I'm like, my neck feels like my spine upper is, because the whole time, you know what I realized? I've been doing this running. Look ahead. Look ahead, don't look down. You can see down, obviously, it's in your peripheral, but looking ahead instead of looking down. Tip number five. Okay, tip number five, the arm, right? You hear a lot, some people say 90 degrees, but I really don't find myself always at 90 degrees. Sometimes my arm is a little higher than 90 degrees. So, but the thing is, you don't want to cross arm. Focus on not cross arming. See how it's like, ooh, I'm like salsa. Ah. So you don't want to be rocking this way. You want to have your arm going up and down while your shoulders relax. So if you feel like you're stiff, even in the middle of the run, sometimes I just literally shake my shoulder a little bit, shimmy a little bit, let it relax, and then see that. And having my hands, my fingertips, is literally slightly closed. I'm not gripping it. Unless it's like the last few meters, I'm like, I gotta sprint my life just to hit that PR. You wanna be efficient because it's a long marathon. It's a race, it's not a sprint, right? So your hands are slightly closed, but arms are going up and down, and it's not rocking. The reason you want this, because now you start creating a rhythm. When you get this rhythm down, guys, it's the best feeling in the world. You feel like your leg actually, your stride sometimes will land in sync with your arm. It doesn't have to be, but it ends up being like that sometimes. So having your arm going up and down, not sideways. Okay? That is tip number five. No salsaing. Look forward. Tip number six. This is the one that everybody talks about. Forefoot landing. Okay? So, we're forefoot landing. Let me face you while I do this. When we're doing it, focus on as if you're almost gonna step over something. See that? I'm gonna step over something. I'm picking my feet up. I'm gonna step over it. Okay? And then focus on landing forefoot. You're focusing. See? Picking up. There's something, a little something break it in front of me. I want to step over it. That's going to kind of naturally get me to land on my forefoot. Forefoot, focus on that. We do not want to heel strike for this reason. Okay, sometimes people heel strike, outer heel strike. It's not bad. But think about it. When we're heel striking, we're kind of, it's a braking mechanism. Okay, braking mechanism. When you're going downhill, sometimes you do this because you're trying to slow down. It's too much force. It feels like you're gonna fall forward. That's when heel striking come in. So when you're heel striking a lot, I'm not saying outer heel because sometimes you can land on that and it's fine. If you're heel striking perfectly to the center of your heel, going down, you're creating a braking mechanism, slowing you down. And not just that, it hits a lot of force into the joints, to the hips. You can hurt yourself. And at the same time, that's gonna make you overstride. You feel a lot of overstriding happen because of the heel strike, because you have to reach forward. Your heel is literally way in front of your knees. So when you're landing, focus on forefoot by stepping in on top of something over you that helps you, versus heel striking that's going to create a braking mechanism. I will say though, I've seen elites slightly heel strike. You watch the marathoners with the Eliud Kipchoge, not Eliud Kipchoge, like they're up there. But you see, when you slow down the video, you do really see a little bit of a heel strike. But it's in the outer. It's not like straight dead on in the middle. So that tells me they're landing heel a little bit, but it's outside of the foot. But that is also because they're comfortable, they're relaxed. They're not forcefully going 100% total on the heel. So that could be fine if you're slightly tapping that heel, but not the whole force in there. So I'm saying that is, so if you feel like that's what's comfortable and natural to you, I'm no guru. It may be fine, but be relaxed with it. But don't put all the force on the heel, because that's gonna slow you down instead of propelling you forward. The word again, propel forward. So in order to move forward, actually to help you with that, we're gonna gently lean as we're gonna fall with the upper, with our body being upright but slightly leaning, shoulders relaxed, and then step over something. See that? Stepping over something right there. The other leg, stepping over something. Good, I'm leaning forward. But now if I do heel way, look at that. And now I'm bending and I'm kind of slowing myself down. That is tip number 6. 7. This is the thing that I remember when the HellahGood channel started, and I love having Bill follow me with the camera because I would dissect my own videos to see what I can do better running. A lot of people will try to call me out, Hellah, you're kicking too high up in the back. And I thought it was the sprinter in me playing soccer because we kick high up, we drive our knee high up, and I thought that was naturally carrying over to longer distance. But it's not too bad, okay? You want to use the back leg. I think the back leg is really helpful. And I did do a little research on this too. This is not just based on my experience. Most of the elites actually, they're saying with the back leg, you want to use the back of the leg because if you rapidly lift that up, it's actually going to give you momentum to propel you forward again. So you see a lot of my kick. We're going to go over a full video of me running. When you're using your back leg coming in, that's gonna, if you rapidly move that forward, it's gonna actually propel you forward. So the back leg is very important. So you don't wanna have the back leg having your leg twist out. You don't have your leg twisting too far, but have your back kick come in naturally, stepping over something that makes you land forefoot, that naturally push you to land forefoot. So back leg is very important. I'm not sure if it's well understood, but focus on that back leg when you're kicking back. Focusing on it, driving it forward, come up. So really feel for it. When you're kicking back, feel that glute, that hamstring, feeling it, because that's when your power really comes from, over here. And then you stride onto it using your back leg. Tip number 8, small strides. Small strides, guys. This is it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Small strides, small baby strides. I catch myself now that I've literally recreated my body to move a certain way. When I break form, it's actually now uncomfortable. But when you're trying to do this, it might be uncomfortable because this is what your body's not used to, but you make it a habit, it becomes comfortable. But in order to make it a habit, small strides. Don't focus on worry about how fast you can move. Literally baby stride, relax your shoulders, right? You got the shoulders right, lean a little forward, upright, lean forward, get your arm up, moving here, and then see, when I started leaning forward, my heels are off the ground. See, now I go forward and then go into a small stride. So let's do this. I'm here, I'm going forward into just baby little strides. See, I'm going there, I'm hitting the same way. Baby strides, focusing on landing forefoot. So small strides are very good because now if we get that down, get the form right, the body mechanic, having the core engaged, having the body upright, leaning forward, having the shoulders relaxed, that little baby strides is gonna get us to really get our body to remember that muscle memory. And now if you kick it, y'all, ooh, I'm telling you, when you kick it, you really feel this efficiency. I don't know how long I can hold the efficiency, but when I kick it, I really feel like I'm flying, and that flying to me might be slow to others, which is okay, but to me it's much faster than I'm used to, and it makes me feel good. It's all about how you feel personally, not what you are compared to others. But when I get all that down and you can kick using that back leg, driving forward, stepping over something, going, propelling you forward, you start moving and you don't get as tired easily. You can run longer, and best of all, injuries, shin splints. A lot of us get shin splints because of how we land. Sometimes pronating the foot, and that's how we are. Like normally, we've been walking like that our whole life, so it's really hard to fix it where everything is underneath the hip and underneath the body. So small strides to get it down. Once you get it down, you move forward. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Just want to share with you what works for me and some tips. There's no one best way only to get you to have your perfect form or to have you move efficiently and best way. There's other ways. So leave in the comments below whatever you think that could help. I will use it too if it can help me. If you want me to up my game a little bit, because I think the best way to be the best version of yourself is also being mindful and listening to others. Because at the end of the day, everybody has experiences that are different than others, and those experiences can help each other to be our best. So love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to leave you with one message. I always leave you with one message, okay? Alright? It's not what you did yesterday. It's not what you did 5 years ago. Use that only to move forward. If it's holding you back, you got to move forward. So focus on what you can do today and do your best, and that's all you can ask for yourself. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Ooh, guys, we're coming back. We're coming back. Let's get it. Let's go.